Meet Nathan Newman. Nathan is a freshman at Chaminade High School in West Hills, California. He may look like your typical teenager, but he's anything but that. In October, Nathan visited Cathedral High School, where he joined the Phantoms basketball team as an honorary member. He was also there to share his story, about how he missed his entire 8th grade year, about how his sports career was pulled right out from underneath him, about how he fought for 4+ quarters and was pushed to overtime against one of life's deadliest diseases and came out on top.
July 3rd, 2012, I was suffering from really bad headaches, and I was actually at basketball camp, and I passed out. And so my parents demanded an MRI, and straight from the MRI, they found the brain tumor, and we went straight to Children's Hospital.
Rounds and rounds of chemotherapy later, and the tumor was still there. The doctors then tried intensive chemotherapy, this time with better results.
After my intensive chemotherapy, the tumor was responding to that, and so we went right into a stem cell transplant, followed by a rescue because all my cells were down to 0. And then after all that was done, I went into radiation for 30 days, and now I'm doing really good.
I think the idea every year is to expand our family and for people to understand that whether it's family members of our team, friends of our team, our program is about a very broad base of people.
When you deal with parents on the day in and day out basis like we do, you start to realize that there are people right around us who we probably just don't know who we could touch, who we could reach out to. And when I came to that conclusion, the first thing I wanted to do was talk to the team.
Once Nia asked the question, it didn't take long to elicit a response.
So we were having breakfast one morning, and I just asked them, hey, this is what Coach wants to do. Who do you think would be a great candidate? And Riel Fisher was the first one up, raised his hand, and said, Miss Nia, my friend Nathan.
When Riel was asked why he chose Nathan, his answer was very simple.
Because Nathan was a very close friend to me, and I knew that he would definitely appreciate coming to something like this.
Nathan's visit to Cathedral began with an impromptu meet and greet in the gym. This was his first opportunity to introduce himself to his new teammates, and right from the start, he seemed at home.
As soon as I walked in and met the team, I felt like I fit in right away. I felt like a family. I felt like they were my older brothers.
After exchanging names and handshakes and changing into his new gear, Nathan and the rest of the Phantoms made their way to study hall. Now it was Nathan's chance to tell the team more about his incredible story.
I think I'm the perfect guy to go through that because it didn't faze me.
They also got a chance to talk about how other members of the team have been affected by cancer. And thanks to YouTube, they even enjoyed a laugh or two. After exercising their minds, it was off to the gym for practice. The time had finally come for the full team to hit the hardwood. Nathan and company warmed up with some dribbling and shooting. And while it was great to shoot around, Nathan still yearns to get back to his playing days.
It makes me miss it, but it makes me feel good to be watching it again. And it gives me some hope that maybe I can go out and play someday.
The excitement that he saw us doing in practice, how we were going hard, and our skills, I could tell that he wanted to come out there and practice with us.
Nathan also got some wise words of advice from the coaching staff, including a spot right next to Coach Middlebrooks during practice. The team filled the tables after their workout for a hard-earned meal, and afterward, everyone went their separate ways. But before Nathan left, Coach Middlebrooks pulled him into his office for a special chat.
Yeah, I wanted to thank you first for coming out and talking to me.
I thank you for giving me the opportunity to come out.
Because I take a lot of things for granted.
Right.
And we got some kids that got some entitlement, right? So I think, your situation and talking to them teaches them, a lot that you can make it if you stay positive.
Right.
Because we want to have you around, man.
Awesome.
Hang out with us and,
Yeah.
be part of us.
Yeah,
I know you
yeah.
go to Shaman now. I appreciate you taking time.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Okay, man.
I love talking about my story.
The impact of Nathan's story and his presence on campus that day extend far beyond his visit.
I think that it really taught all of us the value of each other in a big way, because sometimes, as Coach always says, you go through the day-to-day grind, and so you forget about each other very easily. And it actually united our program.
It was a good experience for me because it made me value more things in life, because any second it can be taken from you, and it just makes you appreciate it more.
We would like to be like, just like him, always fighting. Like when we get tired, we're like, well, Nathan was tired in the hospital, and he could have gave up, but maybe we can just push a little harder and work a little harder and run a little harder, just always try to be better than we were the day before.
It was a great experience having Nathan Newman here. I think it was actually a lesson for all of us here. Ultimately, meeting Nathan, I mean, he really was able to teach us a lot about, fighting, staying positive in adversity, never giving up, and most importantly, that it's not about I, it's definitely about we.
Nathan on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nathan!